Hey girl, hey, it's Jay Shantae, and I'm back with another video for you guys. It's been a long time, but let's get started. So I have this 613 wig from OSSILEE or OSSILEE hair. And it's hard to find good 613 wigs, but guys, I believe this was a great one. So I believe that the parting space is accurate. They have combs and on the side and in the back. It is true to length. And I just love this wig. But you know, your girl can't have that yellow, straight out the pack, not toned hair. So we are going to add some roots to this today. And we are going to use that purple shampoo too. So let's get started. So today you will need a door in the color mocha, an edge brush, some gloves, and some duckbill clips. You will also need a mixing bowl and a comb. When I dye my roots, guys, it is very important that you take your time, because you can have pieces that you miss, and when you want to do that deep side part or that middle part and you see that, oh wow, like I have blotches of brown but I don't have it completely brown, or I have, some pieces of blonde and that's not what I wanted. So you definitely have to take your time, and this is the method that I do. So what I typically do is I usually divide it in about 3 to 4 parts depending on what I'm trying to do. I will clip it down and kind of do like bantu knots, so that way none of the hair goes on any of the pieces that I'm trying to root or dye the roots for. I also start from the back, and that is something that a lot of these YouTubers have not done. I'm not sure why, but to me it's easier to start from the back and work my way forward for each section than to start from the front and just, mistakenly put some brown dye on places that you don't want it to be. So again, I've done those little bantu knots. I parted into 3 sections. I'm using a mixing bowl and only with a little bit of dye. You don't need a lot, because that brown on this blonde will go a very long way. That last section that you see, I am not going to twist it, because that's the section that I'm going to start from first. Just make sure that you have it bill clipped down to the front of the wig. You're going to start from the back of the actual closure. And what you're going to do is you are going to use your edge brush to lay this dye, okay? It is the easiest and the most efficient way to do this. You can use the brush, the dye brush, whatever you call it, for it, but child, I am not about to use that because I'm going in small sections. So starting from the back of the wig, you want to go in small pieces. Now listen, honey, this is not something that's going to take you a short period of time. So make sure if you are dyeing your wig that you got the time to do this, because child, this took me a couple of hours. I am not going to lie to you, okay? So what you see me doing right now is I took the tip of the edge brush, patted in the dye, and lightly putting it on the edge of the hair. Or should I say the root of the hair? Y'all get what I'm talking about. But let's continue. So yes, lightly do it. Do not put a lot on that edge brush, because if you do, it will probably drip. And you don't want that for edges. You want it to come off kind of natural looking. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nothing that's going to be blotchy all over. So make sure you don't put a lot on that edge brush, just a little bit. And after you finish dyeing the root, however far you want it to go down, make sure you clip it down. That's what I do, just so that way it protects it from moving all over the place. And I'm going to continue to clip it down with each part that I do. Now, guys, make sure, and this is very important, make sure that you hold your flyaways down. Hold your flyaways down. If you see that it's coming out, make sure that you twist it back in that little bantu knot, because you don't want your ends to have any brown, okay? I'm saving you, girl. I'm saving you, sis. Something else that's very important, guys. Make sure when you are dyeing your roots, you want to brush the front. You want to lift it up, brush the back. You want to move it to the side, brush the side and the other side. Because if you do not, you will have blotches. So, girl, listen to me. Also, guys, when you get to the front of the section, we are going to save that for last. Just continue on to the next bantu knot. So I kind of skipped over all that. It took a very long process, but now we are at the front. So when you get to the front, the reason why I save it for last is because I put an extra amount of dye on the front, because that's the part that everybody will see. And sometimes, because we are using a rinse, sometimes when you rinse it out, and especially when you are using a toner, it kind of fades away. So you want to make sure that you put an extra amount. Again, you still want to put a little bit on the edge brush, but you're going to probably go over it maybe once, twice, even 3 times. Now, you don't have to do it the way that I do it, but if you want that flawless finish, I would recommend for you to do it this way. Take me away, baby. Ooh, baby. Baby. Ooh, baby. Baby. Take me away. Take me away. So now that we're getting to the end, you just want to make sure that you work it in and maybe leave it on for about 20 to 25 minutes. After you do that, you can wash it out and then you can reapply if needed. And this is the final result. I absolutely love it. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in my comments and I'll see you guys later. Bye, girl.